Hi everyone, this is the LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising Kai's Motorcycle Speed Race set. It was released in June in most parts of the world, but it was held back to August for North America, which is unfortunate, but that's the first occasion that I had to get this set, officially at least. So here is the box. It's very small. This is a $10 or Euro set, or $13 Canadian, and you got 2 minifigures and 2 motorbikes. There's no numbered bags in this set, and 1 small instruction manual with a QR code to scan for points. And I built this set live without the instructions, and you can find out how at this live stream right here. Here's a quick recap of the build process. And now that we're back, let's take a look at the set, starting with the minifigures. In the set we got 2 minifigures, Kai and this Spectral Dragonian Scout. Both are very, very nice to get, and I love the design work and the execution for both of them. Very, very nice. So I'll just spin them around as usual, and then we'll take off some of the accessories to see the back printing. But yeah, these are very, very nice, and I do like Kai's hair. It's not new, but I like the fact that it's very flamish. It looks like he is literally on fire, which suits his elemental power of fire. The Dragonian has transparent arms and transparent legs. That's amazing. I love seeing that, and I hope that we get more and more of these figures. And yeah, he has a very angry or menacing expression right there, like looking through the dragon head. It doesn't make a lot of sense to have it this way, because like, is it a costume? Is he really a dragon? But either way, it's a lot of fun for kids, and I do like it, even though it's not realistic to our world. And by the way, Kai's bandana is tied down, and there's lots of texture here, lots of good stuff, especially for a $10 set. And here's a look at his alternative expression while we're here. Here's a better look at those back prints, and I'll just spin them around, and we'll look at Kai with both of his expressions. So this is what he looks like normally with him smiling. And here's what this guy looks like with just the helmet and without the bottom part. That doesn't look so good, but you could do that if you really want to. And here is Angry Kai. Yeah, it looks very determined, not necessarily angry, but just focusing and being in an intense concentration maybe. And then both of these minifigures also get pauldrons. This one looks nice, it's pretty standard, but it's always nice to have something a little bit extra. So these shoulder pauldrons are nice, but they pale in comparison with the one that Kai has, which is dual molded between the gold and red. And just look at that, there's actually a dragon on Kai's shoulder, which I did not notice at first, but just look at that. That's quality right there. This must have been a very specialized and expensive piece to produce. And that's just amazing. It looks so good. Yeah, you could totally feel like the energy, like there's some kind of dragon creature that's like exiting from Kai's body. That's how I feel about it. So very, very nice minifigures to get. And again, this is a $10 set, and there are other themes in LEGO's portfolio where you pay way, way more, and then the figures have the bare minimum. No leg printing, no dual molding, no specialized pieces or anything like that. And then we got this for a $10 set in Ninjago. So people, this is where you get your money's worth with these themes right here, and with this set in particular. So if they charged $10 just for these 2 minifigures and nothing else, I would already say that it's worth it. You get the transparent pieces, nice dual molded piece, and so on. So we're already off to a great start. But then we get these bikes as a bonus. So let's take a look at them, starting with the bad guy bike. This is the simpler and smaller one of them, but I do like the aqua color here, a little bit of dark red, regular red. So these wheels are not symmetrical. So on this side, you see this kind of pattern right here. That's what is shown at the front of the box. But then when we flip it, we have a different pattern, which is not bad, but it's just strange to see bikes that have different wheel patterns whenever you flip them. So maybe LEGO should look into making a version of this piece that is symmetrical. I do think that would be useful for the case of motorbikes, or just having something that is more realistic to motorbikes, because this is not the most realistic thing ever. But still not bad. It's a children's toy and not a collector level item, so I don't want to be too strict about that. Here's a look at the thing from all the angles, including from the bottom, which is not very exciting. And the good thing about these bikes is that they can balance on the ground, so you can try to knock it over. You have to press really hard, and even if you do knock it over, it doesn't go like all the way down thanks to these pieces, so it looks like it's leaning. So this is excellent design. It's put together using so few pieces, but it gets the job done. It rolls very nicely. Oh, knocked over the bad guy. So yeah, let's actually put him on the bike. And here the people are supposed to stand or hang on to this with clips, as shown on the box. You cannot really make them sit here unless you do some modifications, which is okay. So yeah, we can recreate what is on the box. We can send them off to the races. And here's Kai's bike. Again, same comments that I had from the other bike about these tires, although in black it's more difficult to notice, so it just all blends in together. I do like the design of this one a bit more because there's more here. I do like the gold accents right here. This piece right here is used to good effect. I do like this blue at the front. The color contrasts well with the flame yellowish orange, yellow, as well as the red. It just makes a lot of sense, and the gold is very similar to this yellowish orange as well. So this is also a very nice design. It is very simple nonetheless, and very easy to build without the instructions, because all of the bike that I'm covering is very, very easy to figure out. The only part that you need to think about a little bit more is the part in the center. There's so few pieces in the set that it's not difficult to figure out. And here's what Kai looks like when riding his bike. It does look to be maybe a little bit oversized, but it's within the realm of reasonability, and you can also make him hold on to it like this. So that's a good look right there. and you can race both of these in your play area. Of course, the more space you have, the better, but these can go for long distances without dropping or tipping over. Although this one does tip over a bit more, but I'm not being very meticulous with the placement of the minifigure, so maybe that has something to do with it. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. And you get all this play value for the low price of $10 US, 10 euros, or 13 dollars Canadian. Don't just look at the price per piece ratio, but look at the play value, look at the volume of stuff. You get some very nice minifigures here. The build experience is nice and simple without the instructions, so even kids who are 6+, they'll be able to build most of this without the instructions. If they have some experience with other LEGO builds before, you might need a little bit of help, but honestly, you could see most of what you need to do just by looking at this angle of the box, and then there's a slightly different angle right here, but also shown from the front, but you can figure it out easily enough. And this does remind me that there's also this piece included in the set. It's a transparent sword. You can see how it looks like. Yeah, this is amazing. And again, you get all the stuff that I previously mentioned, plus this piece for the low price of $10 US or 13 Canadian. That's an amazing deal. So yeah, my thoughts on this set are very positive, and I solidly recommend it if you're a fan of Ninjago, Kai in particular, or you just want to get these transparent legs to use in your own custom minifigures. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this set. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to like and subscribe for more amazing videos coming your way very soon.